What's up, Pisces? Welcome to the Trap House. It's your girl Brandy here with your week ending November 23rd, 2019 general tarot reading. This is a weekly reading. All right, sorry about the delay. The Scorpio new moon really took its toll on me. I had to sit back and recover from some things, but I'm here and I thank you for your patience. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment below. Always feeling like doing free giveaways and different things like that, so you just never know when I might select you for a free reading. If you would like to book a private reading, you can do so by following me at Trap House Tarot on Instagram, and you can DM me and we can go from there. We'll get your private reading booked. All right. When I do a private reading, I just send you a recorded YouTube link that only you can view, you or whoever you share the link with. Okay? They are very similar to the general readings that I do here. And we'll dive right in. We're going to start with your Power of Love Tarot. All of the cards have been pre-shuffled. I just like to shuffle them online so that you know this is really what Spirit wanted for you. As always, we talk to God, the spirit guides, the ancestors, the relatives who loved us, who passed before us, the angels, the universe, and the creator of all things. We always ask for clear, kind, positive, but above all, honest messages. Okay, Spirit, what messages do you have for Pisces for the week ending November 23rd, 2019? Tolerance flipped over. You appreciate others' viewpoints because you sense the love in everyone. Friendliness, kindness, and release. This is interesting energy here, okay? Friendliness, you are able to recognize traits in common with another in order to forge love-based connections. Kindness, you are humanitarian, made of love, and you are able to share that energy with others. And release, you have the ability to give over unwanted energies to the loving forces of the universe. So my take on this here is that you are really tightening up on what it is that you will and won't tolerate from people. If you don't want it in your life, you're cutting it off. When it comes to your friendliness, you may be picking up on that, being more friendly and kind to others. And so when you see that you're being friendly, you're being kind, and then others still aren't being receptive to your energy, you're letting it go. Plain and simple. Okay, Pisces? We'll dive right in. Okay, Spirit, what messages do we have for Pisces for the week ending November 23rd, 2019? Thank you. You have the Eight of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Five of Wands. You have a Tower moment, so the Scorpio energy is very much still in your area as well. You could be feeling the effects of the Scorpio new moon. Some things could be happening unexpectedly, some things changing, leaving. That release also is the Scorpio energy. The Scorpio new moon is a bad MF, let me tell you, okay? So you got some air sign energy here. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, or a Gemini. You also have fire sign energy. You could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, and it doesn't have to be any of those signs. You could also be dealing with a Scorpio. I just call all the signs that I see here, but you don't have to be dealing with any of these signs. If it resonates, that's great. If not, you know, take it with a grain of salt. Also, like I said, I do encourage your comments below. Let me know if this message resonates with you. Feel free to like and share. Share with your Facebook friends. Share with your family. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. What messages do we have for Pisces for the week ending November 23rd, 2019. Okay. I do not read the cards in reverse. You have the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Earth, the 8 of Wands, and the Page of Air. Bottom of the deck, you have the 3 of Air. So you could be going through some type of pain, a breakup. When I see the Tower and the 3 of Air together, that definitely signifies that maybe there's a relationship that has fallen apart. Okay, thank you, Spirit. You could just be being really hard on yourself. Your heart is broken about maybe a love situation or family situation. Thank you, Spirit. What messages do we have for Pisces for the week ending November 23rd, 2019? We have the 5 of Swords. That's why I said this breakup could be coming in your love life. I see the energy of, you know, some arguments, maybe feeling trapped in a situation. You have the Lover's card in your work life. And then you have the 8 of Swords here twice. So you could be dealing with an air sign, an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. I got big, heavy Gemini. Actually, the only major arcana that you have is the Lover's card, and that is concerning a Gemini. So you may have met a Gemini at work. You may be falling in love with someone in your workplace. You may have started to text and communicate with someone that you work with. We have the 6 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This could feel like a relationship that makes you feel like a kid again. And it's funny because I actually skipped right over the love here and focused on your work section because you have the Lover's card in your career section. This could also just be the strength that you are doing what you are supposed to be doing. You're in alignment with your soul purpose, with your divine purpose. Your career is lined up for exactly where you are supposed to be right now in your life. All right, so we'll start here with the love. With the 8 of Swords energy, this is the feeling of someone being trapped in a situation they feel they can't get out of. They don't realize that all they have to do is move a little bit, wiggle, change. When you change up a little bit, then you would be able to get out of the situation or get out of the thought pattern, because the swords are ruling your thoughts, your mental energy. So if you change the way you perceive something, change the way you look at it, change how you feel about it, then you will be able to see the situation from a whole different perspective. With the 10 of Pentacles here, you are being encouraged to understand that you do have a very happy financial life, a very happy family life, financial security, and find the magic in the little things of life. So I get the energy of, with the 10 of Pentacles and the 5 of Swords here together, to definitely accept what you do have and don't put too much focus on what you don't. And then with the 5 of Swords here, this is the energy of someone needing to stop fighting. And you definitely have the 5 of Wands here. So there could be some conflict going on. I always relate the love with the family, because usually we love our family, whether it be our spouse, partner, mother, brother, father, sister, catfish, dog, whatever. You know, we love our family. And so I do sense that there may have been some conflict here. It could be even surrounding matters of money. Maybe someone has come into their abundance and now they're acting funny. They don't want to share. Or it could be you, Pisces, who you're like, I don't know. I remember that time when you treated me like this, so now I'm not doing that, you know. But Spirit is calling here for you to call a truce. And I'm actually going to read that card to you so that you know exactly what Spirit is saying is the strength in your love life. Self-destruction, self-destruction. You're headed for self-destruction. The strength here is that you're able to see that, okay? The strength here is that you are able to see the self-destruction before it gets to that point, okay? Yet another card of warning. The 5 of Swords depicts the destruction of the self. You'll be lured into another situation or argument you know to avoid. Your selfishness and desire for power will lead you to defeat, pain, and discord will result. So again, this is in your strength card. So if you hear the energy of the card is very like red flag, pay attention to the red flags. Okay. And when I see this as you, the Pisces, and this being in your reading, this is your strength. So I believe that the strength is that you see your partner. Like, okay, you might have been turning a blind eye out here to all the bullshit of the past, but now that your financial situation has changed and you are feeling more spiritually blessed and financially abundant, you're like, self-destruction. You're headed for self-destruction. You're like, I can't be dealing with that, you know. So it says, make sure that you avoid any arguments. That'll be your strength here in love. Okay, and we'll move on. I'm definitely going to read the Eight of Swords to you as well because you have it here twice. So, again, once you are able to stand firmly and know that, you know, you can even be aware of your own self-destructive behaviors, you are going to be walking into a new beginning here with the Two of Swords. Once you realize what you're doing to hurt yourself, it allows you to realize that you have the whole world in your hands. And I got to read that to you because it's a beautiful energy to go into after seeing that Five of Swords, okay? Let me see your hair with the Two of Browns. This is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Okay, it says here, power, creativity, future planning, progress, decisions, and discovery. Finish what you have started. A world of possibilities is open to you. Understand how we create our own reality every second of our life. Boldness and daring are unlimited. Again, so once you realize the self-destructive patterns and behaviors in your relationship and within yourself, then you are moving into a point where, like I said, you've got the whole world in your hands. Powers of boldness are unlimited here. You can do whatever you like. You can have whatever you like. All right, so the Eight of Fire here. I realize when I don't turn the music on that I sing to you anyway. So, no, I'm not even going to ask y'all to comment on my vocals, but just listen. Eight of Fire. Events moving at a fast pace. The delays are over and many things are happening at once. And that makes more sense to why you got the Lover's card. It's exactly like I said. You have the two here and then you have the two identical twin geese here that I once also thought were swans. But, you know, we live and we learn. They're not swans. Those are geese. I'll try to educate y'all because I had a real blowing moment. I won't get into that. All right, anyway. With this Lover's card and the Two of Wands here, and this being your strength, like I say, you're finding your purpose. If you haven't already, you are walking towards your divine purpose. You are looking for a career that fits you in your whole life, a career that you love. I won't put aside the fact that you may be going through some things at home and now actually finding a new love at work, whether it be a person or just finding yourself more happy and content when you are in your place of business. The Eight of Fire is things moving at a fast pace. So if you did meet someone at work, this relationship is picking up like this and you're like, oh, yeah, I really like you. I'm feeling you. I'm going to continue. You make me find my purpose. Okay. That's the energy that I get here in your career. So when it says grind or be broke, I think you are definitely grinding, and grinding could be improving your love life, or you could have found a new love at your place of work. Okay. So we'll move on to your family. And I gotta be honest and say that perhaps this new love that you found at work is causing you some conflict in your family section. I'm also gonna say that this is you joining forces. There are some other people involved in your business, and now the key here is to find out how to resolve the conflict so that you can get to your victory, okay? And with the Page of Air, you are being encouraged to hold your tongue. The action that you need to take. No, actually, this is the opposite because it's the action you should take. You're logical, honest, impulsive, and curious. Challenging information, delays, or changes to plans, and truth delivered without tact. So I just gotta be honest and say what I'm feeling here, Pisces, is that you may come home one day and be like, look, I met somebody else. And you're going to be moving on, and you are not going to feel bad about it because for so long you've turned a blind eye to all of the BS that this person has been handing you. This is more, you got a lot of air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy here. Like I said, you could be telling someone like, look, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm ready to spread my wings. And this is in your family. So again, your family can be your mother, father, brother, fish, cousin, whoever you love, whoever is your family, whoever you consider family. At this point, you're at the point where you're like, your strength here is, I'm going to read that because it says here your strength is turning the blind eye. So I'm going to first read it to you from the love perspective, from the Ghetto Tarot. It says here, realization of casualty. If we could see ourselves, we will realize that the things that really hold us back are actually in our own minds. Don't punish yourself for your failures by feeling guilty. Move on and use the lesson not to make the same mistake again. Okay? And with that energy that I just read here in your love, again, like, you know, you've seen this before, heard it all before. Come home late, it seems you barely beat the sun. That's the song that comes to mind when I read that. You know, you've heard it all before. You've been there, done that. You're not dealing with it anymore. Okay, and I'm going to read it to you again from the Wow Unknown Tarot to see how it plays on your strength and your family. Again, I think it's just you seeing these repetitive patterns, you knowing that this person isn't going to change. It's allowing you to be stronger and to avoid self-destruction. It says you feel trapped or powerless. Surrounded by obstacles and threats on all sides, you find yourself the victim. You see no way out, no available choices. Your perceptions keep you from opening your wings and taking flight. What keeps you suspended here? Yourself or others? The Eight of Swords demands an answer. You cannot hang here much longer, and that's why it is in your strength, because you're here right now, and you cannot stay in your cocoon forever. Eventually, you have to spread your wings and learn to fly. So that is why it is the strength in your family. And again, one of the things that I said here was that you have to let go of feeling like you don't have enough. Start realizing what it is that you do have and using that to your advantage. Okay? So at the bottom of the deck, you have the Tower card, you have the Knight of Pentacles, and you have the Judgment card. What this says here is that there's going to be some slow coming victory after much turmoil. There could have been some arguing, fighting, yelling, dishes getting broken, things going haywire, and now you're just on your bike. Like, I'm moving on past this shit. I got to go. I'm packing my bags. I'm on my bike. I only need what I have. This is you coming into the energy of realizing your worth and knowing what it is that you do have instead of focusing on what you're lacking. And that is going to bring you a victory. You're going to be able to find, this could even be court proceedings. You may be going to court, taking someone to child support court, something like that. You are going to find yourself victorious in all of your endeavors. You could have also had some fines that were crippling you financially, and now you're setting yourself free from that. Like I said, there's some heartbreak here. It's going to hurt to have to let go of the energy that no longer serves you. You had the Release card here as well in your Love Oracle Tarot cards. So you definitely have to take care of yourself. Forgive yourself for allowing. I know it might be a little bit dark. I'm just realizing that. But yeah, so You got to forgive yourself and others in order to heal. Don't be so hard on yourself, Pisces. It says here, being unable or unwilling to make a decision is stalemate and pretending that there is no problem, and that is your ego. Your ego is making you afraid of the new beginnings that are awaiting you. And you have to release that in order to get to your beautiful new beginning. Your new beginning could probably be with a fire sign. It says here, exciting new opportunity, career advancement, or change your life now. Your new beginning could be with a fire sign, or it could be this beautiful energy that you have in your work section. Don't allow your outside world to stop your flow. You're grinding right now. Don't allow people who want to take you away from your career, or people who want to affect you mentally so that you are not able to believe in yourself. They gotta go. Flat out. With the Six of Cups energy, like I said, I think you have a new person in your life who may have been not so new, who may have been coming around from the past, encouraging you, keeping you motivated, and letting you know that you still got the juice, babe. With the Wheel of Fortune here, that might be a really good thing. You have the Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor, and I just think that right now you can't see it. With the King of Cups, this person really allows you to be yourself. You're able to open up. You are able to feel emotionally. You may even be like, here, I'm going to give you $20 because I don't want you to be feeling like you're doing all this for me and I'm not doing enough for you. You're really getting into your emotions here with this person. And maybe even this person is just encouraging you to be single or to love yourself more. And that is enough for you to feel like, you know, wow, you know, I really like you. I deserve this. And that's going to take you out of the energy of feeling like you're trapped in a situation that you can't get out of. Okay? So Pisces, if you had a yes or no question that you wanted answered from Spirit, please hold that question in your thoughts now. Okay? I'm going to ask Spirit for a yes or no answer. If it is a yes, then it'll be a positive card. A no is a negative card. If it makes me think too long, I'm going to encourage you to book a private reading or to tune into the following weekly readings or monthly or whatever life takes me next week. You don't ever know with me because this is how life goes sometimes. I'm just joking. I'm going to get more consistent on the weekly readings, so I encourage you, if you don't get the answer you are looking for right now, to tune in. Remember to follow me on Instagram at Trap House Tarot to book your private reading. Like, share, and comment below. Okay? Thank you, Spirit. What message do we have for Pisces for the week ending November 23rd, 2019? Got the Scorpio energy, rebuild. You got the Tower card here twice, so I feel compelled to read it to you. You have a lot of confusion, so you can take this how you want to take it. When I see the Tower and it says rebuild, I'm really having trouble deciding if this is a yes or a no, so I'm going to let you make the decision for yourself. I'm going to go ahead and read the Tower card to you. You got the Tower coming. So like I said, either this moment has already passed or you're getting ready to go into it. It's going to be feeling like even though you may be expecting it, it may still feel like, I can't believe that happened. And it could be energy that is feeling like your whole world is coming crashing down. Okay? You know, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. It says collapse, expose, create, pretense, revelation, and awareness. The dynamics of a relationship can often be complicated. The longer you've been in a relationship, the more complex it can be. Relationships begin to grow many layers consisting of joy, sorrow, honesty, and duplicity. As these layers build on top of each other, it becomes increasingly difficult to know what the score of the relationship is based on. What was once love may now appear to be merely tolerance. Okay, Spirit. Or worse. Even in good relationships, you may find yourself growing apart from the other person. In either case, the weight of these layers can cause a relationship to collapse. Now may be a good time to start fresh with one or more of your relationships. Peel off the layers one by one, cut away at any pretense, and see what may be revealed. Find the core of the relationship and decide if it's still what you want and what you find attractive. If so, then discard. Here we go with that release. Discard the old layers and consciously create a new commitment with this person or persons, one based on truth, honesty, and love. So I see friendliness and kindness here when I see that truth, honesty, and love, because a lot of times when we're in relationships, we forget to be friends. We're so busy being wife. We're so busy being motherly, fatherly figures that we forget that we are all still human. We're not anybody's mother. You can't run anybody's life. You have to be their friend, and you have to be kind and understanding to some of their flaws. Okay, it says, find the core of the relationship and decide if it's still what you want and what you find attractive. If so, then discard the old layers and consciously create a new commitment with this person or person, one based on truth, honesty, and love. Use the awareness gained by this exercise to steer the relationship on a clear, steady course. The same applies to rebuilding the relationship with yourself. Examine your many layers of joy, sorrows, successes, and failures, and think about how they're affecting your ability to love yourself and therefore to find love. Expose the false voices and tell you that you're unworthy and silence them. When you do, your true value will be revealed. Rebuild your life around unconditional love for yourself and invite unconditional love from others. I affirm, I cut the core of my relationships and consistently rebuild them. I'll read that again. I affirm, I cut to the core of my relationships and consciously rebuild them. All right, Aquarius, I hope this answered your questions. Again, like I said, this is like a maybe to me. I don't say yes or no. It is a major arcana. So whether we like it or not, it is an event that is going to happen. And you did have that tower moment here twice in your reading. If you have any more questions or if you would like to ask a question directly, then you can go ahead and DM me at Trap House Tarot at Instagram. Stay blessed.